Welcome to Fall on the Farm. So this area was our 1,600 foot area that our chicken enclosure used to be on. You can see where the actual hoop coops were here. We have, however, transferred them over here and then winterized the coop. Chris went ahead and added a back to it, and there's some hay in the bottom part. And so we went from a month with no eggs and now they are laying again because this has been winterized. So they have a different 1,600 foot area and the coop is winterized. This, however, they were here all summer, and now we are doing some layered composting. And this is going to prep our beds for in the springtime. What you doing?
Well, trying to hodgepodge together a bunch of dissimilar pieces of cardboard so that we've got a cardboard base layer all around. And then I'm putting manure on top to not only weigh it down, but it's going to rain tomorrow. And I need the manure down before I can put down the wood chips.
And what's the manure?
Well, the manure is cow and horse manure from our cattle and from a couple of horses that we're boarding. All those months of scooping it are really going to pay off if we can get this covered up and get this back to Eden garden up and running.
So what is the approximate in size for this layered approach for the first year?
For the first year, I think it's going to be 1,600 square feet in this northwest quadrant of the north stone field.
How many cubic feet or inches of each thing are we layering this year right now?
We're going with what we have. So we've got 5 yards of cow manure, about 3 yards of leaves, and then 20 yards of wood chips.
And the cows are going to be in the barn more in the wintertime, so we should have a whole lot more cow manure instead of it being out in the field. So in future plots, there should be more manure, and we'll only do the layered system originally, and then later we will do more of a compost system and add compost to it. But to get us started, we are doing the layered approach.
This year, the cardboard that we're using is from our move. We had tons of moving boxes. So the kids actually went through and they took off the tape, they took off the stickers or anything that was on it. And we obviously didn't use anything that was plasticized. Future years, we will just use regular cardboard that we either get from the community or rolls of it. But eventually we won't layer, we'll just compost.
So while we've had chickens preparing ground, we also have some goats, and one of the important parts of the goats is that we have autumn olives, which we do love to forage, and we also have like an Irish rose bush, which basically just equates to being a bramble, and it's really terrible if you accidentally walk through it, and it's just invasive. So the goats went through and they have eaten most of at least the leaves, if not some of the brambles as well, and then it helped us cut some of those out. We had a wood pile and a fire with some of the brambles as well, and so it's clearing out what will be at least a 1/4 acre for our garden. We're going to implement a market garden style. So we're going to start with the layered approach to mulching so that we just get it started after we have the animals come through. And then, like I said, after that, we are going to have compost that we continue to add compost to it and wood chips so that we are building the soil and we are encouraging mycorrhizal fungi to go ahead and inhabit the area and help our plants thrive. Most of you know that whenever we lived in the Boston area, I was a master urban gardener. Basically now I've turned farmer and so we're trying to get the farm up and running, and so it'll probably be 3 years until we see some major success, but every day counts and every little bit counts.